There is a thing that I did for a very long time that you probably are doing right now and that you do very often and that most people do very often that I've seen personally that led me to regret pretty much every single time my decisions. And it's actually very simple. It's just to follow other people's opinions instead of my own one. Now, it's actually quite logical why that leads to regret because you are simply not trusting yourself, you're trusting others more than yourself. And I think that we should all listen to others and then form ourselves our own opinion and then decide for ourselves. Because I've seen that very often, to be very honest, I used to listen to others. And we all do this. We fear that voice telling us then, that person telling us then, I told you so. And so we fear making mistakes that other people would have told us otherwise. But how often did it actually happen to you that you listened to someone else, you made a mistake, and then you regretted it? Probably countless times, right? If you're similar to me, countless times. How often, on the other hand, did you listen to yourself, made a mistake, and regretted it? Right? Probably a few times too. But the regret you feel when you listen to yourself, at least that is what I've seen on myself, is way, way, way smaller. It's way, way, way smaller. Because I somehow trusted myself at least. I learned from my mistake, but I trusted myself. And that makes me regret my decisions way, way less. So it's actually kind of simple. The suggestion for this video is to make or take decisions from yourself, thinking with your own mind, because that will, at least what I've seen on myself, lead to way, way, way less decision, not mistakes, but regret at least. Often also mistakes because you're the only one knowing your goals and what you like and what you don't like. So that's another thing to consider. But the problem is that it's not always that easy to do, right? We always feel that resistance, that fear to think and act with our own mind. But why is that? As I said, because we fear other people's opinions, and yeah, we don't want to hear afterwards "I told you" or this and that, and we don't want to upset people. And here, to be very honest, the best trick that I can give you, if you want to start to think more with your own mind, to decide more based on what your heart is telling you, what you know is right for you, the best the best tip that I can give you is to ask yourself whether you prefer to maybe hurt someone's feelings, even though that is totally the other person's responsibility, or whether you prefer regretting your choices. Personally, I am way, way more afraid now to regret my decisions and keep regretting them because we keep thinking about the fact that, fuck, what if I listen to myself, right? Instead of the other person's feelings, which is their responsibility, as I said. It's just a mindset shift I had. Some years ago, I was much more interested in not hurting anyone's feelings. Then I understood that it was the other person's responsibility and that I was responsible only for my actions. And yeah, when I understood that, it was much easier to make my own decisions easily and at peace, knowing that I will not regret it and that if that person is going to be hurt, that's like not hurt physically, but will be upset about our decision. That's their responsibility and not mine. So I really like the quote, and it might help you the next time you are making a decision. And the quote is from a Roman emperor called Marcus Aurelius, and he said, "What a peace that comes when you stop caring about what other people think, say, do and only focus on what you do. With that one, I will leave you for today's ice bath video. And another trick actually that I really like that helps me to make good decisions is, before making the decision, asking myself, what do I prefer? Do I prefer regretting my decision, or do I prefer maybe upsetting someone for one day and then they will forget anyways? Just ask yourself and you can come up with your response. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out, and if it did and if you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. I wish you all the best, bro. Wish you all the best. Hope to see you in tomorrow's ice bath video. Ciao.